Good morning, good afternoon or good evening, wherever in the world you may be. If you've seen my previous video, you know that I did a trip back from the future and I'm back again. Little bit of a bumpy ride, but I made it. Anyway, a few videos ago, how many was it, 3 or 4, I unboxed a Fendi origami bag, the mini one. Put the video up here if you hadn't seen it. And it was just way too small, but I loved the fabric. It was a sort of a blue jacquard fabric, really gorgeous. So I returned that one, and I was browsing the Fendi website and I looked at the men's section because I often think their bags are more interesting, and also they're a lot cheaper. And I found the soft trunk baguette in blue, in the same fabric as the mini, with silver hardware. Now this is a similar reaction to when I opened the other Fendi box and saw the mini origami bag. And I think I remember saying, that's a lot smaller than I thought it would be. And this is a lot smaller than I thought this would be as well. However, this is from Fendi, and it's very nice though. And as I said, it's from the men's section, and it's called the Soft Trunk Baguette. And it is blue with silver hardware. It's rather nice actually. I do quite like that. Now, measurements wise, I'll get those out of the way first. Width is 21.5 centimetres or 8.5 inches. Depth is 6.5 centimetres or 2 3/4 inches, and the height 13 centimetres or just over 5 inches. And the weight, and I'm really pleased they've started putting weights on bags on websites, because if you've got dexterity issues, like I've got arthritis in these 2 fingers and the thumb on both hands, you can't do heavy bags anymore. And other people have other dexterity issues as well. And I think it's brilliant, because I looked at the weight and I thought 0.41 kilos, which is sort of about a pound, isn't it? And it really is not very heavy, and that is important. And it's really lovely. It's the same fabric. It's really, I love the fabric. It's like the original Zucker print, but not, in the blue instead of the brown, which I actually prefer. So, let's have a look. Nice easy opening. Now, that's another thing that needs to be taken into consideration as well. It's got one of those lovely little handles that you can push down and, do that too. And it's just got magnetic fastening there. And those webbing straps inside. 6 card slots at the back. It's cut away at the front, so that is actually going to limit what you can put inside the bag. But I do have my phone here, which is a good point. I really don't know what make it is. It's a standard Android smartphone. I've had it for years. It's not one of those great big phones, but as you can see, it fits in there very easily with room to spare. Not that I ever take my phone out with me, but if I wanted to, I could. So, it is a very nice looking bag. I think that's closed. It's not really one of those that you have to line up all that. Oh, they've both got the plastic over them at the moment, so it's a bit difficult to ascertain. I think that's closed. Now, these webbing straps, I'm not overly keen on them. They can be a bit garish, although this one is actually quite nice. I'll show you a bit more closely. It's just got Fendi on there, and it's either black or a very dark navy. So it's quite a bit plainer than they usually are. They can sometimes be, you know, have stripes on and all sorts of stuff going on, which I really, just for me, I don't like that sort of thing. I mean, a lot of other people must do, well, they wouldn't make them like that, but, you know, personal preference and all that. I like the silver hardware with the navy. I like silver and navy. And just have to zoom you out a bit. Where am I? Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, there we are. Move these out of the way. And that's, I like shoulder bags at about that height. They're probably a little bit long for most people at that length, but I like them just sort of at the bottom of my hip so I can sit my hand on them. It's a nice bag. It really is nice. I mean, it's small. And I think if you saw my last video when I was reviewing the Chanel 22 in denim, you'll have seen that I do take quite a lot of stuff with me when I go out. I'm one of those sort of people that think, oh, just in case, I might need, you know, this, I might need that, whatever. But, you know, with a bag this size, you really, it's got to be the bare minimum, hasn't it? I do wish I knew whether that was suede or microfiber. It actually smells like leather. So that could be a suede lining. In fact, I'll just go and check on the website. And I'd forgotten to zoom you in again. My apologies, I'm always doing that. Right, I'll just go and check on the website and I'll be back. Right, I've just checked on the Fendi website and it says lined interior. So that wasn't much help, but it does say palladium finish hardware. So, oops, I think we can say that the hardware is going to be pretty hard wearing. The thing with these webbing straps, particularly when it's a small bag, I have trouble with the proportions, you know? I mean, I think it's fine when it's on your shoulder. You know, it's not as bad, is it? I mean, you could hand carry this bag. You know, if you just wanted a small bag, if you were going out in the evening, you can just, you know, pop the D-rings down and you've got a nice little sort of hand carry bag. Now, the only thing is I have many small hand carry bags and I don't use small bags that often, but there is something about this one that I really do like. I really love this fabric. And it feels really hard wearing as well. Did I tell you the price of it? I can't remember. 3,250 Australian dollars. So that's going to be about goodness me, what is it? The US exchange rate isn't as good against the Australian dollar at the moment. The Australian dollar is gaining in value a little bit. It's going to be about 2,400 maybe. No, not quite that much. 2,200 US dollars approximately. So I'm trying to be more mindful with my purchases, because I started off trying to do a no-buy month, and it was just a disaster. So I decided to do a low-buy month, and the results are quite interesting. I ended up doing a spreadsheet because while I'm disorganised in some ways, in other ways I'm extremely organised. And when it comes to finances, I am organised. And I thought I'd put that in the video on Friday because the results were quite interesting. You know, and I thought you'd like to see all my purchases together for the month of August. And this was included because I ordered this. I mean, I know it's the beginning of September now, but I ordered this before the end of August, so I've been absolutely 100% upfront about it. Some of the things I unboxed or unbagged I did send back, and obviously I haven't put those on the spreadsheet because they're not here. But everything else I've been absolutely 100% upfront about. So if you're interested to see how my low-buy month went, and it's the first time I've tried to do that, tune in on Friday. And yeah, the result was interesting. It really was. And now I need to decide whether I keep this bag or not. I do go a lot on first impressions, and I think possibly too much on first impressions, because I look at something and I go, oh wow, that's gorgeous. Love that, oh, it's so cute. You know, but I've got so many other bags that are, oh, that's gorgeous and they're so cute. And, you know, I really don't go out a lot. Having said that, I am a handbag collector as well as a handbag user, so I do like to collect unusual handbags. And this is unusual, I think, because of its boxy shape. I suppose it's called a soft trunk because, you know, the denim fabrics, it's actually not that soft. It's a very structured bag. And I don't have anything like this, I think. Although this is coming from the person who didn't think she had a Marc Jacobs tote, and then remembered that she did. And, you know, you'll see if you watch my last video, which is, I'll put up here somewhere. I do like it. I like navy and silver very, very much. And I only have one other Fendi bag. And that I haven't used, but that's more of a collector's bag. Do you know, I might actually go and grab a few things that that are really absolutely necessary in my bag when I go out and try and fit them in. So if you don't mind, I'll put you on pause again and I shall be back. Right, okay, so zoom you out as far as you can go. Now, I usually carry a long wallet, which actually does fit in there, but I could probably get my comb in there as well, my ancient comb that I talked about in Monday's video, but that will be it. I mean, there's a tiny space down the side. I might be able to put my little pill container. No, that won't go. So clearly a long wallet isn't a go. I do have a smaller one that, I don't think I've ever used. It's, the little Louis Vuitton zippy coin purse. I have that in denim, which I love, but I don't use it. Anyway, if I was going out for the evening, I don't usually take a wallet with me anyway. I mean, I take cards in this card holder, so that's an essential. My phone, as I said, I don't usually bother with. If somebody wants to get in touch with me urgently, with one of the children, whatever, they can always ring him indoors phone. My comb has to go, it's an absolute necessity. Okay, pills. I could maybe just put one paper mask in case. No, makeup. Now, I usually carry this that opens out into a tote bag. That is not an essential. And sunnies, well, if I was going out in the evening, I would be wearing sunnies anyway. This little sort of catch-all, a little Vivienne Westwood bag. Sort of, no, it doesn't. No, I was hoping I could sort of squash it down, so that doesn't fit in. So that means right, so I put cards in. So I've got comb, paper mask, well, disposable face mask, card holder, scrunchie, concealer, lipstick. I think I'd have to put the bits of makeup sort of in separately. Small mirror, that will fit in there. Okay, what else do I really need? I mean, that's my makeup bag, so that's clearly not going to fit in. I don't have an awful lot of makeup. I mean, to be honest, unless I'm filming a video, even when we go out in the evenings, I wear minimal makeup. I'm not a makeup person. I never have been. I think probably the only thing I'd take would probably be a lip gloss like this. So that actually all fits in. Oh, I'll put my little pill box in. So that actually fits in there quite well, doesn't it? There's nothing that's going to sort of fall out because the taller thing's at the back. I think that's closed. Yes, it is. It's good exercise to do that, isn't it? It's only something that I've started doing since I started a YouTube channel. I don't know why I never thought of doing it before. It's just that, you see so many videos of what fits in my bag or what's in my bag, the sort of old school videos, but I quite like them. And yeah, it's made me a lot more careful about considering whether a bag's actually going to work for me or not. And I think I could work with this one. So let's take those out again. I'm pretty sure this would work. I mean, I've got everything I need. I mean, it's certainly not the type of bag that you'd take if you were going out all day. Well, I couldn't manage if I was going out all day. I'd have to have sunnies. The light in Australia is really intense, and the sun, you know, the UV index is so high, you have to wear sunnies. I mean, if only to protect your eyes. Plus, I spent over 30 years backstage in a theatre, so I've got very light sensitive eyes anyway. God, I waffle on about things, don't I? I'm sort of 90% convinced about this bag. The only thing that is that 10% is this strap. I'm just trying to think if I have a navy. Do I have a navy leather bag? Just, you know, with an ordinary sort of, you know, much thinner than this sort of strap with silver hardware. Sorry to keep doing this to you, but I really have to know. I'm the sort of person that I've always been like this. You know, if a question rather pops up into my head, I need to find the answer. I just absolutely do. I mean, I still remember, you know, saying to my mum, she was reading me a story at bedtime, and I said, "Mum, where does it all end out there, you know, in space?" And she said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, you know, like there's the moon and all the stars and everything. I mean, does it just go on and on?" And my mum wasn't really the sort of person who, you know, did sort of big question and answer things. She wasn't that sort of person at all. And no disrespect to her, she was an amazing mother and an incredibly intelligent woman, but she wasn't interested in space, the stars, the moon, nothing. And then I said to her, "But, you know, it can't go on forever, can it?" But then, if it stops, say, there, then what comes afterwards? Because you can't have nothing, can you? And I still puzzle about that question to this day. I mean, it's so random. It's got absolutely nothing to do with unboxing a Fendi handbag, but am I the only person who thinks about things like that? I mean, I've even thought about doing, you know, an undergrad degree in something like astrophysics, you know, an online thing, but goodness knows where to find time to do it now. I've started YouTube. I mean, you know, I was retired, and now I'm supposed to be looking for a navy leather strap with silver hardware. I shall do that, and I shall be back momentarily. Right, I'm back. I don't have a thin navy leather strap. I've got a very chunky silver chain that I think it's just a bit too chunky for that. I've got a smaller one, but I don't know if it will be long enough. Just to, it's a bit short. It really is an armpit bag then. So, dilemma. So I've thought of having a vlog sale, and quite a few people said they were interested in a vlog sale, and so I asked people, you know, what time of day will be best, because, you know, I have people who watch my channel from the UK, Europe, all over the US, Australia, and it's really difficult to find a time that suits everybody. So I'm going way off topic here, sorry about this, but I'm thinking of maybe just doing a video and, yeah, publishing it and, you know, showing all the details of the bags. I mean, this is a brand new bag that I just haven't used. And this is the problem. I buy a lot of bags and end up using a small percentage of them. And it reached the point where I just didn't have any space left at all. And I bought a lot of Provenza Scholar bags in the sale. And I mean a lot. It was about 5, which is disgraceful, really. And they have nowhere to live, so they're homeless at the moment. Poor things are out on the street. So, you know, I need to sell some bags to make way for the newer ones. Anyway, I have talked about this topic, that topic, and practically every topic under the sun. We even got into astrophysics as well. I still need to decide whether to keep this. It is so cute. If it wasn't for this, you know, if this had a leather strap that was, you know, maybe half the width of this, I wouldn't hesitate. I would absolutely 100% keep it, because I love it. I love the colour. I love the fact that it's denim. I love the original Zucker print. I love silver hardware. But this, I shall have to think about it. Anyway, on Friday, as I said, I'll be summing up, you know, how my spending habits evolved over the month of August, what I bought, what I kept, and how much I spent in 1 month. It'll be interesting. So, as always, thank you so much for watching. Oh, just before I go, I would just like to say, if you enjoy my videos, or you've watched any of my other videos and you enjoy them, please do subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate it so much. It really means the world to me. It just makes me feel like there are people out there supporting my channel and that I'm on the right track, because, as you can see from this video, I often go off the track, so, you know. It'd be wonderful if you could do that. If you've enjoyed this video, do please give it a thumbs up, and if you have anything to say about not just this video, but anything at all really, leave a comment down under and I'll reply to you. I love reading your comments and I love replying to them. So as always, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. So, à bientôt mes amis, au revoir et bonsoir.